Hey Taurus besties, and welcome to my channel blahscrystalsale Taurus Tarot. If you're new to my channel Taurus, welcome. Go ahead and subscribe. Don't leave my channel without subscribing. Make sure to like this video, Taurus. Cyber, hold on. If it does resonate with you in any type of way, Taurus, take the reading, Taurus, as it resonates with you. It will resonate differently for everyone. And Taurus, if you don't like my shit, get out my shit, okay? Any other information that I do not state as of now will be down below in the description box. Natural, hello, good. What time did I start this video? Good evening. I forgot what time it is. I think it's evening now. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. This is your reverse their spell on you rating. Take how motherfucker resonate. Okay? Take how motherfucker resonate. But either way, let's go ahead and get started. So whether you're in here or not, I don't want this video to be so long. Lord help me. Go to my website, blahscrystalsale.com, to sign up for any group rituals that you have not signed up for yet, as well as book a personal reading. You can join me tomorrow, Monday, the 31st, I think, at 8:30 p.m. Central Time, live for question and answers on my main channel. The main channel link is down below in the description box. Yelena, good evening. Consciously, good evening. Lachey, Sassy, Elizabeth, good evening, y'alls. Thanks for joining me. Now, I do not know what's going to come up in this reading, and I do not know exactly which direction is going to come up. Which direction is going to go. So, literally, blissful, hello, good evening. You got to take it how it motherfucker resonate, okay? It either applies or it don't apply. It may be about a person, place, or thing, but probably most likely about a person, because who else going to put the fucking spell on you or something? Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be a legitimate spell, necessarily. Remember, words can be spells also. But either way, let's go ahead and get started. Andrea, good evening. So what are they drawing your attention or focus to? Whomever this person is, what are they drawing your attention or focus to? And I'll be doing Leos right after this live on their channel. Spirit, Taurus. What are they drawing their attention or focus to? You got jumping to conclusions. Santana, hello, good evening. What are they drawing their focus or attention to? You got switching up and single bachelor. Hot mess at the bottom of the deck. You can't do this alone, Taurus. You can't do this alone. So I feel like one of the distractions, basically, or the number one distraction here, is having you feel like you can't do this alone or you are too late. The focus is really you. I feel like making you become the problem and making you miss out on basically how you are not the problem, making you miss out on your solutions, right? If I make you or force you or, manipulate you into seeing that you are the cause of whatever is occurring right now, then that is where your focus is going to be, right? So if I have you thinking that you're a mean-spirited person and you're trying to prove to me over and over and over again that you're not a mean-spirited person, think of how much stuff you're missing out on, because your focus is now on, I'm a mean-spirited person. I'm not a mean-spirited person. So let me prove to this person I'm not a mean-spirited person. Let me prove to this person I'm not broke. Let me prove to this person, whatever it is that you're trying to prove. So I feel like your attention is on some type of people-pleasing agenda, if anything. You got the Emperor. Oh, damn, Taurus. You done gave up control to who? Who did you give control over to? Remember, when you get emotional about certain things, you are giving over control. So when you get angry at certain people, you're giving over control. Okay, when this person makes you upset in some type of way, you're giving over control, right? Those are not the feelings that you chose to have, but that's the reaction to whatever this person may have did or said to you. You got the Seven of Wands. Yeah, so I feel like they come at you in different directions. So once one thing works, they come back with another, and they come back with another, and they come back with another until you start to feel like, well, I got anger issues, right? I must be depressed, right? You just start to pile these things up on you where it's like, well, it really must be me, but the whole time it's really them. It's really them, but your focus has shifted to you being the problem, you being the issue because you have given up control. You got the King of Swords. You have Death. You got the Chariot. And you have the Knight of Cups. My foot is itching. Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. It's really hard for you to move forward. It's really hard for you to move forward. Whatever you're trying to focus on, whatever you're trying to work on, whatever you're trying to manifest, it's really hard for you to move forward and focus on this because whatever their agenda is, they have served their purpose. They have served their purpose. This person has gotten underneath your skin without really trying, or not even without trying, without you realizing it. Okay. So it's almost like when they say don't let the devil in, right? You get a knock at the door and nobody's there, don't open your fucking door. You get a knock at your window and nobody's there, don't open your fucking window, right? It's like you gave them the invitation. So this could have been somebody close to you, or this could be somebody close to you. Either way, the seed has been planted. You accepted the offer. So now you have given up control over, your life or the direction you were going. You have halted. You have delayed. Now you are stuck, pretty much thinking about whatever it is they left you at. So, as I repeat again, it goes into, as an example, let's say an ex, right? They're no longer present, but what they said to you or what they did to you is now present, basically, or is now what happened? Is now after hello, good evening, a newfound good evening, is now pretty much stuck there. It's stuck there. Just give me a sec to get back. Hold on, give me a sec. So yeah, so they may be an ex, but whatever they said, like you would never be, you would never accomplish, is basically there. So I feel like this person did use their words. Okay, they did use their words when it came to you. So this wasn't necessarily like candle magic that they did to you. Now they could have, but I feel like this person, when they got to you and you lost control and stopped doing what you were trying to do, stopped going in the direction you were trying to go into, they were using their words. They were planting their seeds within your spirit, and it stuck there. Somehow, some way, you allowed the devil to come in. Now, remember, there's always going to be a new devil. So we may feel like we're smarter than the next because, I know exactly what I'm looking for. I know exactly what the devil looks like. But there's always going to be a bigger and badder devil. And I feel like whatever level you started to ascend to, you met a new one and you allowed them in, right? But you learn your lessons. But either way it goes, I feel like whatever seed that they have planted, it stopped you from transforming your life. They transformed your life. Okay? Take out motherfucker resonate. Let's motherfucker on. So why did they do this, Taurus? Yeah, they were calculated. You got justice. They were calculated. Hero beds, hello, good evening. You got the Hierophant. I really get, if I can't have it, neither can you. If I can't have it, neither can you. Person, place, or thing. There was something you were going after, and I feel like you were going to end up being victorious, but if I can't have it, neither can you. So I have to try to get to you somehow, some way, and make you see that you're not good enough for that. Right? That outfit doesn't look good on you. So I'm going to start to make you believe that you're fat, that something's wrong with your body, or whatever. If I can't have it, neither can you. I hate these big ass cards. And you have the Emperor. You have the Emperor. So once again, you handed over control. Okay. If I can't have it, neither can you. And all they needed was to take some type of control, be the snake in your garden that you would never see coming. Okay. You are Adam or you are Eve. You are Eve in this story, basically, where you bit the fucking apple, not knowing what you was doing. Okay. But I do feel, Taurus, you were at a powerful point in your life, or you were coming up to a powerful point in your life where they did not want you to achieve that next victory. Okay. You got the Fool at the bottom of the deck. You have the Wheel of Fortune. You have the Nine of Pentacles. And you have the Magician. Yeah, you can't make this up. Taurus, whether you believe it or not, okay? Because if you don't believe it, I'm going to go ahead and say those seeds that they planted, it's working. So if you can sit here and say, well, like what I'm about to say next, if you could sit here and you could say, or you could think, no, my life could never be like that. I have so many problems. I have this going on. Their seeds that they planted definitely work. So that spell that they have against you, you're still in the middle of it. Okay, you need to find a way to escape that bitch. But why they did this, how do I say it? You were beyond what they could really control. You were going in a direction that they could not go with you, right? They could not go in that direction with you. I feel like you were going in a direction where those dreams that you spoke of, you were about to achieve those. They knew you were going to achieve those. So you speaking about I'm a millionaire, like speaking those affirmations and confirming and declaring to the world that I'm a millionaire. I'm going to have this house. I'm going to be rich and famous. I'm going to be, I'm going to get this promotion. I'm going to be top CEO or whatever. It's like this person does not have a life. This person did not have a life. They lived through you. They lived solely through you. I feel like they tried to make themselves appear to be more than they were, appear to be better than they were. Looks can be deceiving, and I feel like you got deceived. You are a very powerful being, and I feel like your spirit team has been working on you for a while, where I feel like you were about to benefit financially when it came to a relationship. You weren't about to be alone, basically. That money was about to come to you. That lover, you weren't going to be single anymore. You were going to have a bomb ass relationship, a bomb ass marriage, right? There's so many things around here where, like I said, the marriage, the job, whatever it was that you were trying to manifest was literally about to come to fruition. They saw it. They saw it. Luck was on your side. You got the Wheel of Fortune here. Luck was on your side. Look, you almost there. Look at all that. Okay, even the tire. You was almost there, right? That tire is meaningful to this mechanic. So I feel like you were almost there to your victory. Things were starting to change and shift in your life. Your perspective was starting to shift, starting to change. They did not want to be left behind. So if you were going to leave me behind, I was going to make sure that I got to you early on. Because I feel like this person knew that one day you were going to leave them. Even if you had no intentions on doing it, they knew, because they know their spirit. They know if you wake up anymore, you're going to end up leaving them behind. So I feel like this person did not want you to let them go and be in a better predicament, be in a better place, because they knew one day you would have to leave them behind, because one day you will catch on to what exactly is going on, and you're going to want back what's yours, right? Or you're going to just go ahead and let it go. Okay? But either way, what are you close to? Or what were you close to? Nope. What are you close to? You have spiritual strength. Excuse me. You have foundation and achievements. And you have awareness. So this would be where, Taurus, you have woke up, okay? You were close to being, oh, no, hold on. You woke up, but you did not, it's like walking in a room. So like, I forgot what it's called. But like the police officer does it too. But like in the military, when we go in rooms, you gotta scan that room or whatever, before you just walk in a room that you don't know what's in there. I do believe police officers do it too. Well, police officers do it too, right? They announce that they're coming in, or they announce who they are, and they like go in there and they scan each room to room, and they got a team that follows behind them, right? Your team is your spirit team. I feel like you woke up, you got to a new room, but what you did not do, what you failed to do, is scan that room. Realize basically who you was fucking with, who was in that motherfucking room before you got there. Okay. So I feel like you're close. No. Hold on. Don't lose me. You're already there. You're already there. But the problem here is you failed to scan the room to see who you were dealing with, to see who was already present. You're already within your manifestation, but Spirit is saying, but you got some fuckery within your manifestation. Okay? Don't lose me. Okay? Don't lose me. I don't want you to sit here and say, well, I'm manifesting a house and I don't have that. I'm manifesting a car and I don't have that. Because once again, I'm going to go back into what they said. Tap out of their control. Tap out of their matrix. Remember when you really believed that you were going to get it? What happened? What happened? When you really knew that you were going to be a millionaire, what happened? When you really believed you were going to get that house and you could see yourself living in that house, what happened? When you knew your husband or your wife was coming and you just felt it, you just knew it, what happened? I feel like here you have to set a new foundation, Taurus. And this time you got to go into the room and scan that motherfucker. Okay? Whoever does not belong, do not entertain, get them out. It's like you walk in a spa. Let's say like Friday. Was it Friday? No, it's not Friday. Rush hour. Maybe number 3. Could be number 2. When Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker went into that room, that spa, and all those ladies were waiting on them. You don't know who the fuck is waiting on you, right? You're there because you manifested a spa day, right? But you don't know who's giving the massage, right? Basically, that's what Spirit's saying. You got to your destination, but somewhere where you fucked up at is you believed somebody. You believed somebody that you should not have been listening to. So this would come into when they talk about like the false prophets, or that's all I got as an example, honestly. I mean, there's other shit. That's all I got as an example. But let's just stick there so I don't get lost. The false prophets, right? Because this person appears to be knowledgeable, I'm going to go ahead and listen to this person while they plant negative seeds. I don't know anything about this person. Basically, that's you stepping into the room, not knowing anything about this person and listening to everything that this person says and literally, absorbing it and making it yours instead of figuring out how you can, take whatever you need. Basically, damn near like these readings. Take what you need and then leave the fucking rest. You have the Knight of Swords. There's something I'm trying to backtrack to. There's tons of people in the world. But I feel like you have to create the foundation. You have to create the foundation, decide how you build that foundation. So there's people, like, especially if you're on TikTok, who be like, you should drink milk. You shouldn't drink milk. You should eat tomatoes. Tomatoes is unhealthy for you, right? At this point, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? So I feel like Spirit's saying, you have to build the foundation first. And that's what you are close to. A new foundation. You got to restart. And that's not saying you got to start from your whole life over, because that's impossible. But Spirit is saying you have to restart. You're already where you need to be, but you got to restart. and examine who you have been listening to, because sometimes it's not even your friend. It's not even your friend. You got the 9 of Wands. What are you taking in? What are you taking in? The Page of Pentacles. What are you taking in? Within your foundation, what are you taking in? So now this is where we go to, who are you listening to? What are you reading? What are you taking into your body and everything else? Okay. However, you are going to build your foundation. Some of you may give a fuck about, food and what you put in your body. And some of you may not give a fuck. That's not how your foundation is going to go. Because if you give a fuck about food, when it comes to your body, what are you going to do? You're going to typically end up listening to an herbalist or something. You're going to typically end up listening to a nutritionist, right? But Spirit is saying, your foundation is basically, don't lose me. Your foundation is basically what you feel you want to start doing for your life. When it comes to your dreams, what do you want to incorporate when it comes to your dreams? So, when it comes to what you're manifesting, right? Because everybody's going to be on different levels, especially when it comes to their ascension. When it comes to what you're manifesting, does food play a part in what you're manifesting? For you, does food play a part? Now, if food plays a part, what type of herbalist are you going to be listening to? Because they're all going to be saying different things. What type of nutritionist are you going to be listening to? Because they're all going to be saying different things. Some of them will have you out here fucking starving your fucking self. And some of them will have you out here overeating. And some of them will have you right where you want to be. But I feel like Spirit is saying the decision is and has always been yours, but you have been giving over control. Don't lose me. You have been giving over control where it's no longer your decision. Somebody told you it's not right for you and you said, oh yeah, it must not be right for me, right? Somebody said that color doesn't look good with your skin and you said, oh yeah, it must not look good for my skin. And what does that end up doing? Trickling down to, well, I can't wear that outfit. And then you think about another color. I can't wear that outfit. I can't wear any of these outfits because none of these outfits look good with my skin, right? It just keeps going. Until one day, you don't even know who you are anymore. And that's why Spirit is saying you got to start a new foundation. Okay? Start over. Examine the nutritionist that you're listening to now. Are they in alignment with what it is that you're manifesting, or do you need to go ahead and change up the next one? Do you not have enough information where you can do it yourself at this point? Be your own nutritionist? And if you don't, or you feel like you don't have enough time in the world to basically do it yourself, then you need to be making sure that you're listening to the right one that aligns to your viewpoints, where you are, your ascension. You have the 6 of Cups. And I need to stop spitting now. And it's hot in here, but I don't want to call Colleen. You have the Knight of Pentacles. Sorry. And you have the 4 of Wands. Literally start over your foundation, Taurus. You got the Ace of Wands here. So I don't feel like it's a matter of if you're close. Spirit is saying you're already there. You already created the foundation for whatever it is that you're manifesting. Now you just got to call all this in. But you got to kind of restart who was there. Because remember, wherever you arrive, like let's say your new manifestation ends up in California. There's people already in California. People already going to be in your reality. Now you just got to pick and choose who gets close to you. And it may not necessarily be someone physically close to you, but it may be, what you're watching on YouTube, what you're watching on the TikTok, what you're watching on TV, what you're reading, what different authors are you reading, because everybody has different viewpoints. You're with the foundation you were at, let's say you moved from Washington to California. The foundation you built in Washington is going to be different than the foundation you built in California, because that's just two different energies, two different vibes, two different societies, basically. Okay. Even though, like, so if you're out of the US, we got different shit. So basically, I'm fucking know. Make it make sense, shit. I'm fucking know. I don't want to get distracted. But either way, so when you go to your new manifestation, even if it's like just a simple upgrade where you go to your new job, okay, because maybe you don't physically move like far away, but you go to your new job, Spirit is saying you manifested your new foundation, but there's already company there. They've been there. They already ascended. Okay, however they ascended, whether it was a good reason or a bad reason, they already ascended. And you got to be careful of the company that you're keeping. This is your new foundation. What does your new foundation look like? I don't give a fuck is if you was in Washington and all you ever did was gossip. Okay, you was negative while you were in Washington and everything else. That was the level that you were on when you got to California. You decided you're going to have a new name for yourself, right? You're going to be a different person. Spirit is saying now you have a new foundation. You manifested this. You got a new foundation. What goes on to your foundation? What goes on there? Okay, but what I feel like is whatever. No. Hold on. What I feel like is you manifested your new foundation, okay, or you're soon to do it. You manifested your new foundation, but there is people already there, and you've already kind of got sucked into it. Already got sucked into it. And now we need to go ahead and either eliminate what doesn't serve us on this foundation, or you need to go ahead and start a new one. Okay? Start a new one. That means everybody gets the boot. Everybody gets the boot. I need to find out what really aligns with me when it comes to, the foundation that I'm building versus this person was already there. They know everything that's going on, right? Stay with me. Don't lose me right here. For example, coming to Houston, I can either, the people that I met basically were the club people, okay? The club people. So when they would tell me what's good to do, they would tell me brunch spots, right? And then they would give me the brunch spots that play music and stuff. I don't want to sit in that motherfucker, okay? I don't. Like, yeah, it's cool, but typically the places that play music while brunch is going on, it's loud and it's too many people. I gotta wait in a long ass line to get in. You gotta reserve, right? Or they would tell me the club spots, right? I started a new foundation, and I listened to the people that said, well, these are the places you should go to. But remember, there's tons of people here. I just didn't find or look for or attract the people that were like, you should go over here. This is more elegant for you. If you're looking for this type of vibe, you should go here, right? Because everything that I was introduced to while I've been here was not something that I really wanted, right? I don't really want to do that, but I don't know what else to do, so fuck it. And now it got to the point where I don't fucking like Houston, right? But it only got to that point because I allowed people within my new foundation to tell me where to go to and direct me to, right? Versus, seeking out what I actually want to be a part of my new foundation. So I could have chose to go opposite, right? I could have pulled up and been like, which I did many times, but I could have pulled up and been like, oh, no, I'm not going in there. And then, chose somewhere down the street that was a little bit less packed or something. Like stuff like that, basically. And that's what Spirit's saying to you. You're already within your foundation, but you got to decide what's within that because there's always gonna be somebody where you are creating your new foundation, but you got to figure out who is going to feed, or be a part of this foundation. Okay, and thank you. Let's move on. So, what direction were you headed in before they came along? You got the Six of Cups. Whatever you were dreaming about, whatever it is that you were manifesting, you saw it more, it was more realistic until you allowed something to kill your dream because it just did not seem like it was going to be a reality, right? It was more realistic. You were a big dreamer, but not just a big dreamer. I feel like you were able to create your dreams, bring them into the 3D. You got the King of Pentacles. You got the Queen of Cups. You might have moved in silence a little bit more too. A little less worry. Might have moved in silence a little bit more. Right? When you allow too many people in to be involved, you start to talk a little bit too much. Right? even to your best friends. So for instance, um, when I was at my first high school when I was at my first high school, because I did high school at my first high school from ninth grade to 11th grade, my first quarter. Um, and then we moved and I got caught, so I had to change schools. But either way, when I was at my first high school, they had called me into the office and they said, if you don't get your shit together now, you're not going to be graduating. And I was like, okay, well, I don't know what the fuck I can do because, I mean, when I go home, I don't have to do homework. My mama don't check on my shit. So, I mean, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what you want from me. Um, and whatever they're teaching, I'm probably not even paying attention to it, right? ADHD all involved and everything. But when I changed schools that 11th grade year, um, although I knew people there from middle school, I didn't know people there because we didn't talk like that. I started a new foundation, and because I didn't allow people to come in just yet, because I went back to who I was, quiet and everything else. I became more focused. I made honor roll. Um, so I went from you're about to fail fucking high school if you don't fucking get your shit together to changing to a new foundation, and all I had was me. Although there were people there, all I had was me, and I made honor roll. Now guess what happened when I chose whoever I wanted to come into my new foundation? I never made honor roll after that. I got distracted. I knew people. I went back to who I was at that first high school. I started talking too much. I was too involved into some other bullshit, right? Well, I did just enough, but not enough. But can you imagine what would have happened if I would have allowed the people that actually made on a roll come into my life? If I would have allowed the people that actually cared about their schoolwork come into my life, right? That whole thing. That's what Spirit's saying to you. Just give me a second. You got judgment, sorry. The Four Cups, Ace of Wands. You knew what you wanted. You knew what you wanted. And I feel like you still know what you want. You still know what you want. But I feel like you may be changing what you want based off of who is already involved. Who's already involved. Who you already allowed into your life or who you already invited into your life. Before this person or people changed your direction, I feel like you had more involvement in what it is that you wanted. You have more involvement in keeping out what it is that you did not want. One bad seed can ruin it all, basically. And that one bad seed ruined it all. They got to you. Like I said, where you gave over control. But I feel like before they came in, you had a way better sense of direction. You had a way better sense in how you were going to achieve whatever it is that you wanted to achieve, whatever it is that you were trying to manifest. Which says by now, with you already having this new foundation, what you have been trying to manifest would have already been yours. It would have already been in your reality. So I feel like you were just headed in a chosen direction, one by you. So if you were saying, I'm going to get this house, you were geared towards getting this house. I feel like you were more focused on getting this house and what you need to do until, you chose a different direction or you allowed too much involvement in what it is that you were doing. So now instead of you going around and figuring out how you can get this house, it basically got to the point where, well, this person is knowledgeable about how to get this house. This person is knowledgeable about how to get this house. I can ask them how to get this house. I can ask them what to do, right? And they're going to point you in different directions, and some of them do not serve you whatsoever. This person over here may say, well, you need to take out a loan. This person over here may say, why would you buy the house when you could flip the house, when you could invest or whatever, So it's pretty much where Spirit is saying you were going in a direction that served you until one of these motherfuckers got to you and you went another route, which says why you don't have what it is that you are trying to manifest. Who did you listen to that took you in a totally different direction? Okay, play it back if you got to. Let's move on. So, what do they, nope, no, nope. Yep, yep, yep. What do they gain? What do they gain? You got bankrupt. So I feel like they already knew they weren't going to gain really anything. They weren't going to really gain anything. Or if they were gaining something, they weren't going to gain too much for too long. You're still a strong person. You're still a powerful person that they see, and they know that it won't last forever. You got stalker. You got reflecting and spiritual hater. So, yeah, they were a spiritual hater. Hates on your spirituality, your light, your magic, your power. Creativity muncher at the bottom of the deck. Steals your ideas, copies your work, duplicates, feeds off you. Right? They wanted something for nothing. If they couldn't have anything, they wanted it all. Or no, they couldn't have anything, they didn't want you to get anything. They didn't want you to get anything. But the thing is, if you don't look in the mirror, you'll never know who you're speaking to. You'll never know who you're speaking to. But I feel like it starts with you looking in the mirror and basically being like, what do I want for myself? What do I want for myself? Because if I tell you I want this house, no matter who's introduced to me on my path, if it goes against me getting this, I'm not going to listen to it. I do not care. I cannot talk to you anymore. I cannot talk to you anymore. I don't know how many times where I may sit through a conversation because sometimes I just don't know how to get out of them bitches. But I'll sit through the conversation the whole time in the middle of them speaking of them speaking. Hold on. Because I have no intentions on doing whatever the fuck they said, right? You ever sit through a timeshare thing knowing damn well you just want the prize at the end? But you have no, that's pretty much how it should be. That's pretty much how it should be. Where, shit, I shouldn't put this on this finger. Hold on. Fuck, that hurts. Don't do that again. Fuck, what the fuck now? Relax. Thank God. That's pretty much how it should be, basically. Don't lose me. Where you decide you want something, and no matter what these motherfuckers tell you, if it does not have the prize that you are looking for, you are not listening to it. Okay, and if you haven't sat through a timeshare thing, good, don't do that shit. Okay, because the prize really ain't that worth it. I mean, it is worth it, honestly, but you got to sit through hours of torture. You didn't gain anything except disrupting your life. You have the Three of Pentacles. I don't feel like they necessarily got you off course, but they halted you. And within that halting, say it again. Within that halting, you, damn it, I forgot. You got the Six of Cups. You did not get what you want. Yeah, yep. Within that halting, within them halting you, delaying you, stopping you, you did not get what you want. And I feel like you kind of lost sight that that dream could actually be yours. Some of you may have even forgotten what the fuck you were trying to manifest. Right? You've been halted for so long, you forgot what you really were trying to manifest to begin with. The King of Wands. So if anything, what they gained was allowing you to forget what it is that you even wanted in the first place. Because your focus is now on where they put it at. You said you want to lose weight, and they done said, well, you got to do, hold on. They said you got to do, I need that as an example. They said you got to do liposuction. They said you got to do a facelift. You got to do this, that, and the third, right? Now, it still goes to where you said, I want to lose weight. But now your focus is on, well, how much money is this going to cost? Well, I now need to spend I need to, work hard to try to get this money. Or I need to go kiss this motherfucker ass so I can go get this money. Your focus has now shifted to what seed they planted. They planted one seed that said, well, you need to lose some weight, or this is how you should lose weight. And now you got all these different things coming along when all you simply wanted to do was lose weight, right? Who did you choose to listen to? Because the different gym people, workout people, whatever they fucking call, what are they called again? The different workout people are basically going to end up being like, well, you need to do legs, 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 or you need to drink this shake, or you need to drink this protein. I mean, I think that's the same thing, like a shake, but I'm fucking out. Um, they're gonna tell you different things on how you can lose weight. And then there's gonna be the people that says, well, you can go get the quick fix or whatnot. Don't lose me. But which one is more aligned with you? I feel like you just lost sight of what it is, the goal that you said you wanted. Whatever it is that you were manifesting, you lost sight of what it is that you wanted. So I feel like they didn't really gain anything, but they did gain for you to lose out on what you wanted. And not necessarily lose, but for you temporarily not to get what it is that you wanted. So some of you guys have been waiting weeks, months, years, and still not have what it is that you said you wanted based off of who you have been allowing into your space, who it is that you listen to, right? There's the easy route, there's the hard route. This person came in with the hard route. This person came in with the don't lose me. This person came in with the what's those things called where and this you need to buy all these different things in order to figure out how to do it. You ever been on the TikTok, and if you don't have TikTok, then just listen, where instead of them getting to the point, they end up saying, well, there's gonna be a part 2, and then there's a part 3, and then there's a part 4. After that first one, I end up blocking them, or I end up just moving the fuck on, because I don't really give a fuck about this motherfucking story. And if I do move to part 2 and you haven't wrapped this motherfucking shit up, I am annoyed. But I feel like you knew what you wanted, but then you allowed whoever's company you decided to keep or listen to redirect you into, you have to do this, that, and the third, and the third, and the fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, right? Nope, we're gonna wrap that up. So, what did they gain? They really didn't gain anything, but they accomplished stopping you from quickly getting whatever it is that you wanted, right? And some of them could have purposely done this, and some of them could have unintentionally done it, but I'm going to go ahead and say everybody purposely done it because it was for their own gain. It was for their own benefit. This is why I say it's for their own benefit, because imagine they put you on, you say you're trying to lose weight, and they say you have to do this, that, and the third, get my CD, get this, get that, if you want to learn how to lose weight. The easy route would be you take your ass to that motherfucking gym, okay? Do whatever you can do, work it out. Watch YouTube, work it the fuck out, right? Easy route. Hard route is basically you got to do such and such, such and such. Damn it, where was I at? Why did I say that? Hold on. It was for a purpose. Damn, I should have just fucking said it. Here I go, going into some other shit. Oh, purposely. It was for their own gain, because think of how much money they gonna make off of it. Of course, they're not gonna tell you that you should go to YouTube and you should just figure out how to work it out, right? You can go watch one of their videos that they already have out there that, will teach you how to work out whatever it is that you're trying to work out, to lose whatever it is that you're trying to lose, to gain what it is that you're trying to gain, right? Of course, they're not gonna tell you that because they benefit. They benefit. They benefit by keeping you stuck, never letting you in, never letting you know the secret, and always keeping you wanting more. That's why I always say, once again, a good reader will tell you all that they need to tell you without, nope, stick right there. A good reader can tell you all that you need to know. I forgot how I typically word it, but let me just give an example. So when you go into, like, typically when I've gone into spiritual shops, a lot of times they barely tell you anything because they want you to come back. They want you to come back. They don't give you enough information because they know if I don't give you enough information and I cut you off, you're going to come back and you're going to come back and you're going to come back and then you're going to start to fiend for it, right? And that's why tarot can be an addiction. You know too much. But then after a while, you realize you still don't even have what you're trying to figure out. You still don't even have that put together. You're trying to figure out, when is your person going to come in? When is the love going to come in? When is the money going to come in? And you're still not figuring out anything. Like, when you leave that, there's nothing that you can go out and do. There's nothing that you can go out and accomplish because you didn't learn enough information. But because it was for their own personal gain, of course, they kept you stuck. Whether purposely or unintentionally, but I'm going to sum it up all into purposely done. It was for their own gain. It was for their own agenda versus yours. And now you done forgot your whole purpose. You done forgot your whole agenda. Right? So what did you lose, Taurus, within this delay? One day we're going to have a shorter fucking reading. You have sexual healer and you have manipulator. That passion towards that goal. Before I read this, that's what it is. You lost that passion towards that goal. You lost the idea, not even the idea, the realistic, how do I say it? Idea that it was already yours. You lost that. It became harder and harder to see. It got pushed further and further away from you. Doesn't mean you're not going to still go after it. Doesn't mean you're not going after it now. But why has it become so hard for you to obtain? You have the capacity to become a sexual healer. No. Hold on. For instance, love, right? You said your husband was going to come in whenever the fuck you said your husband was going to come in, or your wife or whoever, right? Love was going to come your way. Now, you start a new foundation for love to come into your life. You did the healing, and now you're ready to date. New foundation started. Now, you allowed these bum-ass motherfuckers to come in to your life, right? They were already there, but you allowed them to come in and hurt you and change you. And now you're still sitting here like, well, I still don't have the love of my life. I still don't have the person that I want, right? That's the spirit of saying. The foundation is already built, but you have allowed certain people to come into your life within your foundation that basically stopped you from getting what it is that you want. Whatever it is that you want is already there. It's already present. It's already yours. But you just keep allowing yourself to go in different directions that keep putting your life on hold, putting your dreams on hold, right? You want love, but all these people, toxic people coming in that you're allowing in, keep putting your relationship on hold. Keep putting your marriage on hold. Keep stopping you from getting true love. Either way, you have the capacity to become a sexual healer with the skills to change sexual trauma, wounding, limitation that goes on in people's bodies and in their worlds. Whose reading did I say that in? Manipulator, you can transform into someone that you are not to fit your agenda, making you extremely crafty in achieving your dreams and goals. Be sure to use your gift wisely. Now, why do you think these motherfuckers feared you so much? Why do you feel these people needed you so much? I feel like that's what you got to think about. Because I feel like what you lost was getting the advantage. Getting the advantage. You could have got what you needed the first time and created it to be your own, right? The first time you take that spin cycle class, you don't got to go back again. You don't got to go back again, unless that's something that you just really want to do, okay? But just saying, like, if this is something, let's say you end up having money problems or something, take out my girl's name. But you don't got to go back again. Just take out my girl's name. You don't got to go back again. Because that one spin cycle class taught you how to do a spin cycle. Okay? Now, you can show up to the gym whenever and repeat what you just learned in that class and keep doing it consistently. Keep doing it consistently. You remember exactly what that motherfucker did in that class. You know, that class. And even if you don't, you remember something. Go ride that motherfucking bike. Why you got to keep paying for that? Why you got to keep going back for that? The foundation is already set. Or, set. You got the Hierophant. You got Judgment. And you got the Ace of Cups. Star at the bottom of the deck. Really, here, Taurus, I feel like Spirit is like, you just did not benefit. You did not benefit. You lost your goal at the end of the day. Your goal is the biggest thing. You lost sight of your goal. You got further and further away from it. You lost sight of your goals. You lost sight of your beliefs. You lost sight of who you are by trying to obtain whatever it is that you have been trying to obtain. Think about what has been taking you the longest to obtain. Why have you not got it yet? You have the perfect foundation to achieve it, to have it. Why is it not visible yet? Why is it not physically here? I feel like Spirit is saying you lost sight of your goal. You got distracted. You let these motherfuckers in. Okay, now let's motherfucker on because we've been here too long. So, what should you immediately do to fix this, Taurus? You got message. Grasshopper. Ship. And magnifying glass. Move on. You got the ring at the bottom of the deck. Move on, Taurus. Move on. Move on, move on, move on. Choose another location. Choose another location. This doesn't always have to be a physical move, but choose another location. Spirit is saying if you still haven't got that promotion, you lost sight of it. You wanted that promotion, you still haven't gotten it. Why is it taking so long? Choose another fucking job. Choose another job. Choose another location, right? You move somewhere for love, you still haven't found love or whatnot else. Choose another location. You can't find love on a certain app. Choose another app. Okay? It's okay to start a new foundation. You're going to be starting new foundations forever. Forever. You're going to constantly be ascending. Spirit is saying what you can do quickly is start a new foundation. Start the fuck over. Start over. Okay, start over. Sometimes, even when it comes down to your business, you may have to get new clients. That's a new foundation. You may not change the business because it works. You just need new clients, right? And especially when you go to raise your prices, you're going to need new clients because those old clients that's used to the cheaper prices may or may not pay that. So what do you got to do? Start a new foundation. Spirit is saying, if it's not working and it's taking you too long, you need a new foundation. And it's okay. It's okay. You need new friends. Okay? You got to surround yourself around new people. Because I feel like this isn't going to time to plant a seed. And Spirit is saying it's all about who you surround yourself with. The company that you keep. King of Swords. So they feed into your life and not take away from it. Queen of Wands, they allow you to individually be yourself. Okay? And Temperance. And not try to take that from you. Not try to take that from you. So I feel like Spirit saying rewrite your story, Taurus. And it is okay. Rewrite your story. Sometimes we just got to start from ground zero again because it's really fucked up. There's no changing that, right? There's no fixing that relationship. That person's viewpoints when it comes to this relationship is what it is. They got you all the way fucked up and they'll never see you as what you want them to see you as. So it's best just to let them the fuck go and go find somebody that will believe that you are who you say you are because they don't know you. Start over. The narcissists do it. What you want is taking too long. You have been too distracted. Start over. Start over. And like I said, it doesn't mean necessarily starting exactly from scratch, but start over. Either way, what can you have? Spirit, Acacia, universe, eternal life. You got the root chakra at the bottom of the deck. Ground yourself in what it is that you want, and you need to change your beliefs and have more faith in yourself. In yourself, Taurus. In yourself, so you don't lose yourself again to having faith too much in another person. I can't sit here and have faith that this person's going to give me a fucking promotion when I been deserve that promotion. How long am I supposed to wait? I can't have too much faith and believe that this person's going to love me the way that I deserve to be loved. Right? I can't sit here and wait forever. Remember, this is the reason why you were delayed. Believing what the fuck other people were basically saying. Believing the hype. Believing their lies. One day you're going to get this. One day you're going to achieve this. You know, instead of having it now, you could have it now. Why do you got to keep waiting on that man to declare his love for you? Vice versa. Take out motherfucking resume. Why do you got to keep waiting on this boss to finally see you for who you are? Give you this job, give you this promotion. Why do you got to keep waiting on it? I feel like Spirit is saying what you got to do quietly, because nobody needs to fucking know it, is basically know your worth and start setting your boundaries and become grounded in what you believe to be true. Stop waiting. Stop waiting. And stop allowing people to hold you off. I got to wait a year for you to finally decide you want to marry me. You said right now is not a good time, but I want to get married now. Well, then I need to go the fuck on to somebody who's willing to be married now, right? You want to wait forever to have kids, but I want to have kids now. Well, I need to go on to somebody that's willing to have kids right now, right? So you don't got to keep starting a new foundation. Spirit is saying when you start that new foundation, you need to make sure it is the foundation that you said you fucking wanted, Taurus. And one day these videos gonna stop being fucking long like this. One day. Maybe not. Shoot. When I was doing pre-recorded, that's why I feel like the Spirit knew I wasn't gonna pay this motherfucking internet bill. Okay? Some of y'all must have needed longer ass readings. Spirit knew I was gonna pay this damn bill. So look at us, stuck here. Because when I was doing pre-recorded, it was not this long. But you damn sure wouldn't have got this much information either. Bishop, you got the Bishop. You got the Gullah Jack, and you have the Seven of Knives. Give me a second. And now it probably want to be in the front. Yeah, rebuild. And don't let nobody know what's in your damn pot. Don't let nobody know what's in your pot. Okay? If they don't align with you, they don't fit into your goals, your agenda, Spirit is saying they are not a part of your foundation. Okay? And don't lose me here, because I really want to explain this right and get it out my head. When you meet this person and you know what you're manifesting, and I feel like I said this yesterday. I don't know whose reading I said it in. But when you meet this person and you know what you're manifesting and they do not align with your goals, was it your reading? Let me know if I did. They do not align with what you're manifesting, your goals. Stop giving a chance, because the only thing that they're going to do is hold you hostage to their fucking dreams. You know, dating is cool, but I don't really want marriage right now. Whole time your manifestation said, I'm looking for marriage. I have the intention on being married. That is my intention. Not to just date around. But now you're over here allowing this person you're over here giving this person a chance when you know the only thing that they're going to do is waste your time, because they're not looking for marriage. Okay? Worthy more than, they think you are, or that you are, whatever it is that I'm looking for. You know what I'm trying to say. Either way, Spirit is saying what you need to do quietly is stop showing people your hand. Okay? There's nothing you need to explain after they tell you or show you that they are not in alignment or in a vibration or a frequency when it comes to what it is that you're trying to manifest. Move your ass along. You did not start this new foundation to keep having to restart it and rebuild it and rebuild it. Who the fuck wants to keep tearing it down? Now you got to do damage control, right? Now you got to go put in all them applications and waste your fucking time doing it, searching for jobs. Well, they only really need you for this, and you could tell by the